there's been times I've looked back and I'm like, how did I become this person? Right? Like, where did this person come from? Because, you know, before I had all these goals and I had these ambitions and these things that I wanted to accomplish. And when you look at it, you know, this whole idea of being selfless is something that, you know, I think we have to re-examine. We have to look at. Now, we are definitely the nurturing gender, right? We are the ones that definitely, you know, want to nurture and want to give. But at what cost, right? You know, we have to really start to evaluate whether we are sacrificing our self-care and our personal well-being in order to give to others. Because, you know, that saying where you can't really give to someone if you're not full yourself, if you're not complete yourself. You are literally working off of fumes, and that's what you're essentially giving to other people. So when we are nurturing, when we are giving, when we are, you know, being those nurturers in our relationships and in our families, we need to make sure that it's coming from a place of, one, you know, that we want to do that. And then two, we also have the ability to do that. And when I say the ability, I mean, we are coming from a full glass instead of an half full glass or an empty glass.
Right. Wow. That's really deep. You know, one of the things you just said was that, like, you know, if you're not all the way full, you're kind of working on fumes to like help other people, right? And I think, you know, we see that a lot because you spread so thin between so many different helping other people, work, job, career, whatever it is, you know, across the board. What is it like as a meditation practitioner? What are some of the things that you do before you go into a session to maybe say clear your mind, so to speak?
Yeah. Before every session, before I work with people, I make sure that I meditate myself and I get grounded.
Mm-hmm.
And I also pray, right? I pray to my higher source, and just in terms of being able to be a vessel to help assist whoever it is that I'm working with through this guided meditation. So those are two things that I definitely do. I definitely clean the room and clean the space and sage and just make sure that things are comfortable. And then I also listen to music. Like, I don't know if you all heard music before, like as we were coming in, but like I listen to music to just get me into whatever mode it is that I need to get into.
Something about drinking a big bottle of water just makes me like super relaxed. No idea. I know there's a whole book about like H2O and like what it does for the body.
Yeah, because I mean, essentially it's feeding the cells, you know, and it's helping to electrify them. So it's helping you with your alertness, right? You know, that's the simplified way of being able to explain it, is it just helps you in terms of rejuvenating your cells and helps you with your alertness. So yes, water is extremely important from a day-to-day standpoint in terms of making sure that we consume it, make sure that we stay hydrated, make sure that our brain is functioning at the optimal level that it can be, you know, just because making sure that it's hydrated. So water is extremely important from a day-to-day standpoint.
And just recently, I don't know if you've ever heard of Brandon Burchard, but he's a pretty well-known guy out of Silicon Valley. He's done a lot of business. He's worked with a lot of people like Oprah and such, like mentoring coach. But he spoke a lot about that in depth, like just really like, you know, writing 10 prompts for yourself and like really being accountable for those different parts of your life. Like, how can I be a better mom, or how can I be a better wife, or how can I be a better, you know, career coach, or whatever it is that you're doing meditation. So could you elaborate on that, like waking up in the morning with intention too, a little bit more?
Yeah, so it's been super helpful for me because I would say in a former life, I was very much a type A personality. It's like do, which really kind of set me down the path of being super stressed and having to make some modifications and changes in my life in terms of becoming a meditation instructor. But what it is that I always recommend that folks do is to start the day off with an intention, and then to close your day off with an expression of gratitude. And so starting your day off with an intention can just literally be, this is what it is that I want to experience today, right? So it can be tasks or goals, like, if you are, you have a boutique, you might say, hey, I want to sell, 5 pairs of jeans or blah, 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 blah today. Or, from a meditation standpoint, my goal may be to be able to deliver some tips or a message today as it relates to meditation that's going to help to impact my followers, right? And then at the end of the day, before I go to sleep, before I lay my head down, I'll just go ahead and write the things that I was grateful for today, right? So say, for instance, I didn't make that, do those miles in terms of my morning walk. I'm pretty much sure there are other things that have happened during the course of the day that I can get excited about, that I can be grateful for, and being able to recognize all the good that has happened over the course of the day, so that when I lie my head down and I go to sleep, I'm in a state of gratitude.